Good afternoon. My name is Lexi Magenheim.
And I'm Madeline Major from Little Einstein's News. We have so much to cover, so let's get started.
Just a few hours north of the tri-state, Cleveland is preparing for the Republican convention. Civic leaders have pledged to raise $55 million in order to cover costs. Hotels and condominiums are speeding up construction, and an estimated 16,000 new hotel rooms have been booked so far. Many restaurants and other venues expect to be reserved since there will be around 50,000 people coming to Cleveland for this 4-day event. It will be held at the Quicken Loans Arena, known as the Q, starting on July 18th. Clevelanders hope to showcase their economic rebound in their beautiful city. Seems like quite the operation.
Looks like we will just have to wait and see who will emerge as Republican candidate. Now let's throw it over to Nina and Tyler for sports.
Thanks, guys. Recently, the Reds played the San Francisco Giants and scored 4 home runs to beat them 7-4. Zach Cozart, who recently had surgery on his knee, hit 2 home runs, making it his 3rd home run of the season. Also, Dan Straley was the starter pitcher for this game, making this his first win as a starter for the Reds. However, the bullpen has given up a run in 22 consecutive games, a record number. All in all, although the Reds lost to the Giants in the first 2 games of the 3-game series, they managed to defeat San Francisco in the final game, while still keeping their bullpen streak.
Hi there, I'm Tyler Johnson with sports. Breaking news for the Miami Heat. The NBA plans to meet with Chris Bosh over recurring health issues over the past 2 seasons. Bosh played most of this year until right before the All-Star break, in which he had averaged around 19 points. As of right now, the Heat are in second round of the playoffs against the Toronto Raptors and could definitely use some help from one of their All-Stars, Chris Bosh.
Hopefully the Reds pull out some wins further into the season. Now here's some news with the IH men's lacrosse team.
Hello, today we'll be talking about the Indian Hill men's lacrosse team. The varsity team is led by captains Cam, Chuck, Kai, Grant, and Junior Owen. The varsity season has looked great so far with a starting record of 5-2. Let's ask a couple questions to sophomore Alex Major about the varsity team.
So Alex, how does it feel to be on varsity the first 2 years of high school?
It's been a great experience to deal with life at a higher level than high school was. In fact, it's a fun lot. And just good 2 years.
How do you feel about the varsity team this year?
This year we started out pretty strong. 5-0, but we lost 2 games. But I think we'll get back on it. It's level and it looks like a promising season ahead.
Our JV team has had a great season so far as well. Let's ask freshman Brian Lewis how that is going.
Brian, how do you feel about the JV season this year?
Well, we're the same, closest team. I'm looking for a challenge for 6 years right now. We play St. X, probably first challenge of the season.
Thank you very much for watching, and good luck to the Braves the rest of the year.
Hopefully the boys have a great season. Now in world news. A 1,300-pound haul of Roman coins was unearthed underground. The coins were discovered in 19 amphoras, a type of Roman jug. The coins were discovered when a crew had been digging a ditch to install electricity to a park. The machines hit something that wasn't normal for the soil, and so a brilliant discovery was made.
Wow, quite the discovery. So much is happening, especially in Hollywood. Let's check in with Cushy and Mackenzie for entertainment.
Thanks, guys. Famous singer Prince unfortunately died on April 21st in his Paisley Park recording studio and home in Chanhassen, Minnesota at age 57. It is still unknown what the true cause of death is, but many speculate that it was a drug overdose or the result of an illness that he has been fighting with for some time. Many current stars have paid tribute to the singer-songwriter over social media and television, as well as many famous landmarks also displaying his signature purple colors. Prince has proven himself as a pop icon throughout his career. winning 7 Grammys, being induced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and becoming one of the most influential musicians of all time with his unique and genre-defying music. Despite his sudden passing, it is certain that Prince will go down in history as one of the most spectacular and beloved artists of all time.
Famous artists and bands from around the world came to perform at this year's Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in April. The event is held in Indio, California, and around 500,000 people attend every year. It showcases many genres of music, from indie to EDM. This year's lineup is pretty impressive, with Calvin Harris, Guns N' Roses, Sia, and Ice Cube performing, just to name a few. There was also a surprise performance by artist Kesha, who is fighting a court case against music producer Dr. Luke. Hopefully those who got to attend had a great time. Back to you at the news desk.
Hi there, I'm Madeline Major from IHTN. As we're in the heart of spring season right now, tennis is becoming a more popular sport. Let's hear a bit more about this interesting sport.
Tennis has been a sport that has been passed down from generation to generation and continuously entertains and excites those that either watch or play it.
I like tennis as a fast-paced, moving game, and I think tennis is a great sport that is liked around the United States and around the world.
In our world today, both men and women all across the world have amazing talent at playing tennis. These people include Maria Sharapova, Serena Williams, and Roger Federer. All of these players compete in annual tournaments such as the ATP to measure their strength and bring out the competition of the players.
I like to go to the ATP and watch people play tennis, but sometimes it can get a little boring.
Tennis can be played all across the world, indoor or outdoor, on grass or clay. Many people continue to love tennis and play as much as possible. Let's hope this interesting sport doesn't go anywhere anytime soon. I'm Madeline Major reporting for IHTN News. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Maddie. On the first Sunday of every May here in Cincinnati, Ohio, the Flying Pig takes place. It is the third largest marathon in the U.S., and it includes a 5K and a 1K and a half marathon. In addition to the traditional marathon race, this race starts in downtown Cincinnati and crosses the Ohio River into northern Kentucky, where it travels into Covington, East Walnut Hills, and Hyde Park, and ends along the Ohio River heading towards downtown. Make sure to go out and cheer on the runners. Hopefully the weather stays nice for the run. Let's check in with meteorologist Andrew Leong.
What's up, guys? My name's Randy Leong. I'm your weatherman today for Little Einstein's Weather, coming at you today with forecasts and radars and such. First off, we'll start with the temperature. As you can see in Cincinnati, Ohio over here, it's around 70 degrees, and surrounding parts in the northeast are also in the mid-60s, mid-70s. And moving on, we have our infrared satellite, and we can see the cloud temperature. And we can see that there isn't much clouds in Ohio, but there are a lot in Illinois, and it's coming towards us. Moving on, we have our interactive radar, and as there aren't a lot of storms, but there's a large storm heading towards us, and a few light showers over here in Dayton or northern Kentucky. And then weather for today, 78 degrees with staying warm, but as you can see later today, there are going to be little scattered storms and a shower, and it's going to get gradually colder through the night. All right, for tomorrow though, it's going to be pretty cloudy and very comfortable day. You know, go fishing, or it's the weekend, start of the TGIF. 7-day forecast for you. Thursday, it's raining, some storms, and it gradually gets a little colder through the week, and you can see there are more storms in the week, but after that, overall, good week.
Make sure to keep an umbrella handy. Now for some sports, going to Nina and Tyler.
Thanks, guys. Leicester City barely won the Premier League in Great Britain. The football club won because of a tie between the teams Tottenham and Chelsea. Congrats to them and good luck in the coming seasons.
Recently, the NFL draft took place. Many strong and risky picks were chosen, but it looks like the Bengals came out with a strong draft. Some of the players that were chosen by the Bengals were the defensive tackle, Andrew Billings, the receiver, Tyler Boyd, and the linebacker, Nick Vigil. In addition, the Bengals selected William Jackson III, a corner, in the first round of the draft. This was a surprise for many people because the Bengals were not in great need of a corner. Nonetheless, William Jackson III will still add a lot to the team. Back to you at the news desk.
Let's check out how March Madness went.
March Madness this year was filled with exciting games, buzzer beater shots, and insane upsets, some of which no one saw coming. One of those upsets includes the second seed, Michigan State, losing to the 15th seed, Middle Tennessee State, in the first round. According to CBS Sports, 23.5% of the CBS Sports brackets had MSU winning it all. Who did you want to win March Madness?
Overall?
Yes.
Overall, definitely Xavier, but sadly they lost.
Another tremendous upset occurred when Northern Iowa made a half-court buzzer beater against Texas to win the game 75-72. Several teams have also made incredible comebacks, specifically Texas A&M, who scored 10 points in the last 30 seconds.
I would say my biggest Cinderella pick of the tournament was Northern Iowa. I was pretty excited for them because they did really well last year, and I thought they had momentum and they could do it again this year, but they fell just a little bit short. I think they lost on a last-second basket.
The final four teams were Syracuse, Villanova, UNC, and Oklahoma. In the finals, Villanova hit a buzzer beater against UNC to win the extremely intense game.
Perhaps the best finish ever in NCAA history. I would say it was the most dramatic last 10 seconds in NCAA history, right up there when North Carolina State beat Houston in 1983.
This March Madness has certainly been an exciting tournament, with drama continuing all the way through the last game. Many people were shocked to find out that Villanova won the tournament. It will be interesting to see who wins next year's March Madness.
Congratulations to the final teams. Now, throwing it over to Kaylee for some movie reviews.
Thanks guys, I'm Kaylee Donovan reporting on new movies out for the month of May. Alice Through the Looking Glass is about Alex Kingsley, who has spent the past few years following her father's footsteps and sailing the high seas. Returning to the past, she comes across friends, enemies at different points in their lives and embarked on a dangerous race to save the Hatter before time runs out. Upon her return to London, she comes across a magical looking glass and returns to the fantastical realm of Underland and her friends the White Rabbit, Absalom, the Cheshire Cat, and the Mad Hatter, who is not himself. The Hatter has lost his muchness, so Morena sends Alice on a quest to borrow the chronosphere, a metallic globe inside the chamber of the Grand Clock, which powers all time. Looks like another great movie from Tim Burton. Another exciting new film out for the moment is Marvel's Captain America: Civil War. Steve Rogers leading the newly formed team of Avengers in their continued efforts to safeguard humanity. But after another incident involving the Avengers results in a political pressure mounts to install a system of accountability needed by the government body to oversee and direct them. The new status quo fractures the Avengers, resulting in two camps, one led by Steve Rogers and his desire for the Avengers to remain free to defend humanity without government interference, and the other following Tony Stark's surprising decision to support government oversight and accountability. Both look like great movies.
Thanks, Kaylee, for those updates. Now, a brief PSA about recycling.
If you have any questions, make sure to go online to our website. Now for world news. 500 people were arrested in Germany after violent clashes broke out. On Saturday, more than 1,000 people were protesting in Stuttgart, where Alternative for Germany, a far-right political party, was holding a 2-day conference over the weekend. Protesters forced through guard and clashed with police, throwing flares and setting tires on fire. It doesn't seem like a finished fight.
Hopefully officials will bring peace back upon Germany. Now, let's throw it over to entertainment for some more updates. Thanks. Now for local news. A new bill in Ohio could be passed helping women and men get paid during maternity leave or health days. The program would allow workers with qualifying life events the ability to continue earning a working portion of their salary when taking leave from work. This bill could create a higher morale and encourages more employees to stay with their companies. And all we can do now is wait until the bill undergoes further consideration in the Ohio Senate.
Hope it helps many of families out there. Now back to Nina and Tyler with sports.
Thanks, guys. Bryce Harper, a professional baseball player for the Washington Nationals, extended his endorsement with Under Armour. According to ESPN, his 10-year extension is believed to be the biggest endorsement deal in history for a baseball player. Harper has already been endorsed by the company for 5 years. In addition, starting in July, Under Armour will start to sell the Under Armour Harper 1, Harper's signature cleat.
Conor McGregor, the famous UFC champion, previously lost to competitor Nate Diaz, and last week McGregor announced his retirement and withdrawal from UFC 200. However, the next day McGregor said he would be fighting in UFC 200. With mixed emotions, fans do not know what to expect for the upcoming fights. UFC Commissioner Dana White said she does not know whether or not to schedule a fight for McGregor. Hopefully his fans will be able to see him fighting.
Thanks. Now to Cushy with information on San Francisco.
Hi, I'm Kushi Rawat reporting on the history of San Francisco and how it got to where it is today. Known for its amazing weather and famous bridge, San Francisco is a must-go-to destination in California.
San Francisco was founded on June 29th of 1779 by colonists from Spain. The area was seceded to the United States in 1848 after the Mexican-American War. Thousands of people began moving to San Francisco during the California Gold Rush, causing the city to grow into what it is today. Modern-day San Francisco is now known as the cultural, commercial, and financial center of Northern California, making it stand out from other cities.
In your experience of traveling, what makes San Francisco stand out the most?
Well, what I felt when we were in San Francisco is that it felt it was ahead of its time. The use of technology was leading edge. It was very diverse, which is where the
San Francisco is also a great tourist destination, with lots of attractions for visitors. One famous attraction is the supposedly haunted prison called Alcatraz.
What did you like about Alcatraz?
The headphone tour thing, the audio tour.
Would you like to go there again someday?
Yeah.
San Francisco is also known for its highly rated museums, such as the Legion of Honor, the California Academy of Sciences, and the De Young Museum. Lastly, San Francisco's most famous landmark is the Golden Gate Bridge. Although it's not actually golden, the bridge is still beautiful to look at. It is a 1.7-mile-long suspension bridge built in the 1930s, and it still remains an iconic symbol of San Francisco today. Hopefully, with all this information, you can plan your own trip to San Francisco.
I hope this gives you some background into this lively city. This is Kushi Rawat reporting on the wonderful history of San Francisco.
Thanks, Cushy. I've been and it was super fun. I hope to return. Now, let's throw it over to Mackenzie for some more entertainment.
Thanks, guys. And yes, the rumors are true. Michael Strahan has decided to make a full-time commitment to Good Morning America, leaving behind his co-host on his previous show, Kelly Ripa. Since he will be staying on the ABC channel, Strahan says he really isn't leaving. Let's check out this clip to see more about this new transition.
Here are Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan.
Startling TV news today. Michael Strahan is leaving Live with Kelly and Michael.
How are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. So, where is he going? Word is Strahan will appear full-time on Good Morning America, where he now appears as a frequent guest.
This is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time.
Thrilled that Michael Strahan will be joining us every morning at GMA. He's the ultimate teammate. We couldn't be happier, tweeted GMA's Robert.
James Cameron has recently announced at CinemaCon that rather than having only 2 or 3 sequels to his blockbuster hit Avatar, there will instead be 4. Cameron has stated that he felt that only having the previously planned 3 sequels felt limiting and stopped him from exploring the series to its fullest potential. Each sequel is planned to be able to act as a standalone film separate from the rest, but together will still explore the world of Pandora and the overall story. The first of the sequels will be coming out Christmas 2018, with the following 3 releasing in 2020, 2022, and 2023. Hopefully, these sequels will be, in the words of Cameron, a truly epic saga. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, girls. Now for another narrative.
Hi there, I'm Lexi Magenheim with the Indian Hill Girls Lacrosse team. They're working hard to have a great season and make many memories.
Girls lacrosse is a non-contact sport played with 12 players, 4 attackers, 3 midfielders, 4 defense, and 1 goalie. Each player holds a stick in which they will pass to teammates, and then someone will drive to goal and hopefully score the most points. This year, the Indian Hill Lacrosse team have great hopes and work hard to keep their goal of having an undefeated season. Last year, they were only 2 games away.
One of my team goals is to really bond as a team and become much closer with my teammates.
The Braves practice hard every day of the week.
Practices usually are an hour and a half, and we do a lot of passing drills, so we're really consistent in our games.
They work hard to maintain Indian Hill's 6 pillars: leadership, pride, excellence, integrity, respect, and opportunity. They uphold this great reputation by participating in the
mini heart marathon that we did as a team for support of one of our fellow coaches, and I feel like that just really brings us together as a team and gets us to support a good cause.
Their hopes to keep an undefeated season will spread pride and excellence throughout the school. Hopefully their goal will be accomplished. Good luck to the IH Braves.
Thanks. I'm Lexi Magenheim. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you. Now let's head over one more time to Cushy McKenzie for more entertainment.
Thanks, guys. The 2016 Pulitzer Prize in Drama went to Lin-Manuel Miranda for creating and starring in the Broadway production Hamilton. Hamilton has won a countless number of other awards, such as a number of Grammys and Drama Desk Awards. The production has been praised by critics with its tickets sold out months in advance, making it worthy of the prestigious Pulitzer Award. What makes this win special is that it's rare for a musical to win the Pulitzer Drama Award over plays. Lin-Manuel Miranda released a statement saying, "It is a tremendous honor to even be considered for this very prestigious award. To be the 9th musical ever to win the Pulitzer Prize for Drama in its 100-year history is truly humbling."
Pixar's long-anticipated Finding Dory, the sequel to their hit movie Finding Nemo, swims to theaters only a month on June 17th. The plot centers around the character Dory, played by Ellen DeGeneres, as she sets off on a journey across the ocean to find her long-lost family. The movie will see the return of many of the beloved characters from Finding Nemo, as well as a host of new and fun characters and places to be explored. After the great success of its classic predecessor, Finding Dory has a lot to live up to, especially with the long wait and hype caused by the love of the original movie.
Today's the day! Our field trip to the Stingray Migration.
Stingray Migration.
Migration is about going home, which is where you're from.
How do the stingrays all know where to go?
Instinct, something deep inside you that feels so familiar that you have to listen to it.
My mom, my dad, I have a family.
We will never forget you, Dory.
What if I forget you? I miss them. You know what that feels like?
Yes.
Then we better get going.
Thank you. Now in national news. It was announced that Harriet Tubman will replace Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill. Originally, a woman was planned to replace Alexander Hamilton, but due to the surprising support to keep him on the $10 bill, the plans have changed. Instead, Andrew Jackson will be moved to the back of the $20 bill, and Harriet Tubman will be pictured on the front. The $5 and $10 bill will also be modified, but Abraham Lincoln and Alexander Hamilton will still appear on the front. Thanks for watching. I'm Madeline Major.
And I'm Lexi Magenheim, reporting for Little Einstein News. Thank you, and have a great day, everyone.
We're going on a trip.